Hi everyone, this is Laura with Anxiety Art Adventures. Thank you for joining me today on my stream. I will be very honest and say that I really don't have a plan for today since I've been crazy coming back from vacation and I volunteered all day today, so I really haven't thought about it. But I do have a new coloring book and I'm going to show that to you guys. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen this coloring book yet. It's called The Mysterious Library, a coloring book journey into fables, and it is written by, it's illustrated by, I'm going to totally butcher this, Eunji Park, E-U-N-J-I Park. I've had this in my cart for a while and hadn't hit the order button. Because I kind of wanted to wait for some more reviews to come in. Oh, Jess has seen it. So, hey Sophia, welcome to the stream. As you all know, this is a live stream with live people. So, I am talking to people on ustream.tv. So, yeah. Hey Travis, good to see you. Okay, so I waited to see if there were going to be any more reviews, and all the reviews that are up there, which aren't very many on Amazon, were very positive. So I said, okay, I think it was, I can't remember how much it was. It was under my $15 mark. I know that, so it might have been like $10 or $11. But it's nice. It's a good size. It's if you guys want to know. It is right around 10, yeah, it's square. It's 10 by 10. So it's like a square book. So yeah. All right. So that's the first page. And what it is it's a story about a girl that gets lost. She's reading the book and she falls asleep and dreams. And the only way to get out of her dream world is to put a key in certain locks, from what I can gather. But it goes through all the different, all the fables. So it is very thick paper, which is awesome. I'm a real snob when it comes to paper. I'll be the first to admit it. I can't stand books with thin paper. I do still get all of Bennett Klein's books because I love his artwork, but I can't stand the paper. And like I told the girls in chat earlier, and guys, the reason for that is because I like to use wet medium, and it's hard to use wet medium on really thin paper. It'll tear the paper will pill, it doesn't spread the color correctly. So it's nice to have thick paper. Yeah. All right, so this is the first page, and it looks like it was published in Korea by, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, by a publishing company in Korea, and it was translated into English, and it was first published in Korea in 2015, and then it was published in English in 2016 by Seven Seas Entertainment. This just goes over... it's kind of interesting. It's got a cover design person, a production manager, editor-in-chief, a publisher, and a translator. So you don't really see a lot of that. Yeah. So it does have an ISBN number, but all you have to do is just look up The Mysterious Library on Amazon, and you should be able to find it. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm not supposed to say guys. Well, I said girls and guys. So there you go. Oh, you got this book a month ago, Scooby? Wait, which book? This paper is thick, so I don't know which book you're referring to. Oh, okay. Anyway, all right. So I'll read you just the preface of the story. It says, a young girl lost in the woods stumbles upon the entrance to a mysterious library. As the girl slowly approaches the library, it is as if she is being lured inside by an irresistible force. Once inside, another world unfolds before her eyes, a world within books. Now the girl finds herself the main character of the storybook world. She turns around and attempts to flee, but the door is locked shut with no key in sight. So her whole purpose is to find a key to get out of this storybook world. This is very remindful of Colin Thompson's book, the shelves and all the different books and the things on the shelves. I thought it was remindful of Colin Thompson, so yeah. Thanks, Terry, for putting that link in.
Checking my source.
No, I didn't say the S word. Oh boy. Yeah, it's very remindful of Colin Thompson. So, and this page is very cool. This is a very large spread of books, and they've got all kinds of designs on the spines of the books. Very intricate, but very, very, very pretty. And here's the girl. She's walking into the book, it looks like, and she's got a little cat with her. And there's an owl sitting up here on the book. So there are not a lot of coloring books that show large books to color. Yeah, I know. Let's not talk about it, Travis. Oh. No, you're fine, Jess. I wasn't expecting you to be on stream today, so no worries. Okay, sorry. Needed a sip of my tea. Earl Grey tea today. All right, now tell me this isn't cool. This is obviously Little Red Riding Hood, and this is the wolf. But the way the wolf is with the curled, almost like a mane, and I mean, it's just awesome. All kinds of different trees and flowers. A lot to do on this page, that's for sure. Hey, Mitz. Yeah, it is. There are some, now I will tell you, there's some pages like this that are very detailed and will take forever to do. And there are some that are not nearly as detailed. So, yeah. Yeah, I love Earl Grey tea. I drink that more than coffee now. I've kind of switched over to tea. So, okay. And here is, it's like Hansel and Gretel. You've got all the candy, the quote-unquote candy trees, and here's the girl. And it looks like everything is made out of candy. There's a wolf back here in the background. So, very fun book. But like I said, not all of them are spreads. So, woof? You like the way I say woof, Jess? How do you say it? Someone else told me I said that strange. Maybe it was you. But oh, can't order it from Amazon.ca. It's unavailable. Oh, well, try the book depository. Usually has a lot of the same things, and they'll ship all over the place. So, okay, here is Pinocchio. And look at that cat. Isn't that adorable? Very cute. Hey, Elizabeth. Yes, I actually have, I don't have Tazo's Earl Grey. I have Tazo's green tea and Tazo's apple cinnamon tea. Those are really good, so I'll have to try the Tazo's Earl Grey. The Earl Grey I have is Twinings. Yeah. Tell me this is neat. So it's a forest, but you have a whale inside the forest, and on top of the whale, if you guys can see that, is a boat, and in the boat are houses, and you can see part of the key sticking up in the boat. So if you guys can see that. yeah. But that's a really neat page. And I like how the trees, they almost look like they have shingles. If you look at them closely, it's like they're overlapping. Like overlapping shingles. So yeah. Okay, now the other cool thing about this book is some of the spreads you have to turn vertically instead of horizontally. So this one is a spread, it's Jack and the Beanstalk spread. And there she is in the boat at the top of the beanstalk, and that's the beanstalk going up through the sky. So that's a really cool spread. Yeah, the trees do look like broccoli dazzle. That's very true. That's very true. There's an owl. So, here's one that has a lot of white space. The owl does have a lot of detail in it, but not too much. Now, I will tell you the designs do go into the spine, so you are going to have to try and break the spine open to get to it. That is one downfall of this book, but still beautiful, beautiful images. Yeah, it is a cute beanstalk. Yeah, I had never seen, and tell me if you guys have, but I've never seen a book that's horizontal like this do a spread that's vertical. I thought that was really neat. I saw that actually on the review. I thought that was interesting. Alright, so that's the owl. Alright, here's another vertical one. So this is, I'll kind of show you, there's a castle at the top, and I love castles. But there's a whole lot of white space, so you can do a lot with that. You can, do your acrylic background. You can do, like Dee Dee does with a black night sky and stars, shooting stars, comets, You can make it so this whole thing is in space. It's really cool. So anyway, there's a castle up top, and then you've got what looks like a Japanese style house here. Then you've got like a Mediterranean style castle, and then back to a normal, it almost looks kind of like a maybe Dutch, Swiss looking castle. And there's a carriage, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a carriage. Oh, what did I just drop? I just dropped something. Anyway, there's a carriage with horses. So I'm assuming that's the Cinderella story, because that looks like a pumpkin to me. Hold on, I dropped something. I'm hoping it wasn't my drink. Okay. So yeah. Alright, this one's beautiful. This one I'm sure you've seen. If you've seen the book, it's on the reviews. This is Rapunzel. And you've got her beautiful dress here, and she's holding a bird on her finger that's holding the key. And then look at her hair. And her hair is, of course, it's braided. It's just gorgeous. And there are birds, and there's a lot of detail to. She's sitting on the window of one of the castle windows. Isn't that pretty? Oh, you need to color in it, Scooby, if you have it. I didn't know any of the fibs that had this book, so I figured, okay, I'll try to get something that's a little different. Curiosity Shop has the vertical spreads, according to Terry. Nice. Terry, Cinderella and the carriage is on her way to Russia and Japan. That's funny. Yeah, this page, I can only imagine. And you know who I think would do a wonderful, everybody of course would do a wonderful job, but I think watching Dee Dee do this page, I think would be awesome. Because she she does so well with such, small detail. So, pink and purple hair. Oh yeah, that would be beautiful. Hey, Christy. For those of you just joining us, I'm going over a new coloring book. It's called The Mysterious Library, and you can find it on Amazon. I know the U.S. Amazon has it, so. All right. And I'm not sure what this is. I know this is a castle window. I'm not sure what this is. If maybe it's supposed to be a stained glass window. But it's very design heavy. And there are a lot of people that like to do mandalas and, geometric design. So that's in here. That's very true, Terry. Peter Hewitt could definitely do that hair justice. A lot of your art stuff is boxed up since you're redoing the 3 rooms. Should have carpet. Oh, fun, Scooby. Okay, this is a fun page. This is the girl of the story is on a petal of one of these flowers. And there's a bird up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the bird has hair. It's pretty neat. The bird has flowing hair. Hey, Dorothy. Yeah, I wondered that too, Book Nester. I miss Peter Hewitt's videos. So. And here's the bird with hair. A little bit more a close up. But look at the eye. Look at the eye of that bird. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really surprised that I hadn't seen this book prior to about a month ago. Thumbelina, that's right. Thumbelina. Yep, Thumbelina. There you go. Look at this beautiful spread with the swans. You've got all the pretty trees with the kind of like weeping willows. Sorry if you hear dogs barking in the background. So this would be a fun page to do the swans in a bunch of different colors. I mean, you can do them normal colors like, white or black, but it'd be fun to do them in, blues and greens and purples. Dazzled. Okay. And then look at this. You've got all the pretty flowers. You've got, look at their little hats. Their little hats are flowers. Very cute. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll hold it up close. You've got little elves down at the bottom. It's just an adorable, adorable book. So yeah, and see what I mean? I mean, yes, there's a lot going on this page, but they're large images, so they're not as crazy detailed as some of the other images in this book and in some other books. So be a little bit easier to complete a page like this. So oh, Book Nester needs to download ad blocker. Yeah, that's what she said, Mrs. Aromatica, is Peter Hewitt said that she's got some real life issues going on, so that's why she couldn't do it as often. So, yeah, look at this. Now you guys know I'm not one to color in people very often. It really stresses me out for some reason. I don't feel like I know enough about what I'm doing to color people, but I might give it a go. But this is the same thing. I mean, the whole spread is, the bottom of the spread is her hair, and you've got all the pretty, flora in her hair, and the eyes. I mean, can you guys see that? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, the eyes are just amazing. Okay, so here are a couple that are not spreads. You've got just like a wreath over here of, it's got a pine cone and some acorns and some flowers, so you could do that a bunch of different colors. And then this is, I'm not sure what fable this is from, but you've got a fox, a cat, looks like a chipmunk, an elf, and a rabbit that she's playing like Ring Around the Rosies with. Yeah. You guys can see that. I mean, they're really cute characters. Really cute. And with this one too, I mean, the background's really open, so you can acrylic paint it, or I have not tested anything in this book yet as far as wet medium, but I think it'd probably be okay. The paper seems pretty thick. Okay, here's another spread. This is her sitting on a branch with a pretty flowered dress, and there's a deer, there's a fox, there's a rabbit, and a bird on top of a cage. Oh, I forgot the chipmunk. Chipmunk's in the tree. It's kind of remindful a little bit of Secret Garden or Enchanted Forest. So. Oh, okay. Barb used watercolor on the beanstalk, but did it lightly. Did it go through, Barb? I know. Do you see the birdcage? Isn't that pretty? It's very, very detailed, but not too much so. Really nice. Okay. Now this, I just automatically think of the girl sitting under a cherry blossom tree. I think this would be beautiful if you guys can see the detail of the tree, making that the light pink cherry blossoms on the tree and falling off the tree. Her sitting in the cherry blossoms, and then doing a really pretty pale blue background maybe. I think that would be pretty. But this would definitely take a lot of time because all of the blossoms are very small if you did it with pencil. Now you could take a watercolor or Neos and try to just do all of them the same color and then do shading with your pencils. Really up to you. You guys are the boss of your own color book. I know, the whale in the forest was pretty cool. Yeah. Birds with hairdos. Oh, somebody drew Jess under a tree. Alright, check this out. This is awesome. I'll show you. This is a spread, but this is a little guy riding on a unicorn. But isn't he cute? Look at his face. Isn't that neat? And then on this side, it shows the girl sleeping with a kitty under a big book as a tent. And there are all kinds of neat things coming out of the tent, like numbers and letters and constellation looking items. It's really neat. Really neat. You actually have a picture of you in a dress. I know, I saw that, Jess. Jess has an amazing wedding picture of her sitting under a tree. So here you've got the book, and coming out of the book are flowers and bunnies and deer and the girl. You got birds over here in a little house, or houses. So I mean, the imagination on this is incredible. It's not pooping rainbows. Oh boy. This isn't the Poopery commercial, Terry. Okay, here's another vertical one. Princess and the Pea, I think, is this fable. You've got the huge bed with her on top of the bed. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's got a big canopy over the bed. And she's yawning. And then you've got the ladder. And you've got all those different mattresses with different patterns. It's very remindful of the Fairies in Wonderland book with all the Zentangle looking things. But that is another vertical spread. So that's very cool. Yeah, I agree, Jess. It does remind me of Janet's Zentangle. So, okay. Now here she is on a magic carpet. And you're in the desert. You've got all your cacti. You guys can see that. And you've got music notes up here. But again, yes, it is detailed, but you have a lot of open space to do a lot with. So, all the patterns in the mattress are tied into the rest of the book. Oh, very cool. Hey, Miss Debbie. No, Debbie, I haven't finished it yet. I volunteered all day today, before you ask. I didn't get home till like 3:30. So, I'm just going over, this is a new coloring book called The Mysterious Library. This one reminded me of Jean. I could see Jean like in a younger form of Jean maybe, dancing to all kinds of pretty music. And it's got a music book open and the music's coming off the page. And you've got the guy playing the flute. What fable is that? I'm trying to remember. I'm having a mind fart here. You knew I was out. Well, I just wanted to say it before you even asked me. So, but isn't that pretty? It's a pretty page. And here's the, what is the fable of them playing the flute? The Pied Piper? Yeah, doesn't that remind you of Jean? Like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, this was Jean in younger years. I could see that being Jean. I really could. So, yeah. I think it's the Pied Piper. Because he's playing the flute over here, and she's following him. So. Alright, now here, a lot of open space in this spread, but you've got Humpty Dumpty, you've got the twins from Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, and the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. So it's all Alice in Wonderland related on this page. That gives you an idea so you can see them up close. Thought that was pretty cool. Again, lots of open space. You can do your own thing with that. I'm not sure what fable this one is. At first I thought it was Little Red Riding Hood. I'm not sure. But you have a forest background on this one with the birch trees. You can tell they're birch trees because of all the lines in it. See all the lines in the trees? Yeah, I thought so too. The Pied Piper had rats following behind him. Alright, Pan was a mythological player of the pipes. The Pied Piper lured all the rats. Right. And then the children. Okay, so she's being lured by the Pied Piper. Gotcha. I'm reading chat, guys, sorry. Got rid of the rats and then stole the children. I know. It was like Humpty. Why is Humpty Dumpty in with everybody else from Alice in Wonderland? Unless that's another character from Alice in Wonderland. But it looks like... Doesn't that look like Humpty Dumpty? I think it looks like Humpty Dumpty. I don't know. So anyway, this is a very large spread. Lots of detail. The Magic Flute by Mozart. Yeah, that's true, Carol. You think this is the Snow Queen right here? Could very well be. Because there is snow in the background by the castle. And there's snow all around her. I don't know if you can see that. Snowflakes. And then there's little bits of snow up by the castle. So... Why is there a whale in the forest? Same reason. You guys. The girl looked like a flamingo dancer mixed up with fairy tales. I agree, Debbie. Look in the back of the... Oh. Alright, well, let's get through it first, and then we'll look at the back of the book. I haven't even looked at this book, really. I just flipped through it quickly. Okay, this is obviously Alice in Wonderland, because you've got the little rabbit coming out of the maze, and she's going into the maze. I thought this was a really interesting perspective, you know, looking down on the maze. And this is just little bits of grass in the background. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, there we are again. Okay, so you've got up here in the corner, you've got the Cheshire Cat, you've got the Mad Hatter down here, the twins, and then the rabbit over here in the corner. And you've got, see, and here's Humpty Dumpty up here. I'm reading chat. Yeah, I know. My Alice in Wonderland book isn't very good either. Terry. Hey, CB. Well, it does say... I mean, the front of the book says, a coloring book journey into fables. So, it could be. They just mixed it up. I just found it odd that they'd have all the Alice in Wonderland characters and then just add Humpty Dumpty over to the side. But that's okay. But anyway. Okay, here's more Alice in Wonderland. We've got the card people. And what's cool is it's like they've got a wallpaper background of, you know, hearts and diamonds and spades. So I thought that was kind of neat. Lots of detail on their coats and stuff. But these characters I thought were neat because they're very close to the characters you find on actual playing cards. I don't have any here with me, but I thought this was a very good depiction of playing card characters. So. Do the Humpty Dumpty. See, now you've got me thinking about that book, mister. Thank you. White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane. Grab a card and coloring away. Yeah, I know, right? I should do that. Here she is, just a spread of her asleep amongst leaves. But her pattern of her clothing I thought was interesting. So she's got this almost looks like a stencil design inside her shirt. that matches. I guess it's a dress she's wearing. So. Y'all are thinking of songs now. Oh, we definitely miss you, Terry, when you're not here. That's for sure. So. Okay, here we go. All right. You are absolutely correct. There is an index in the back, so let me do that for you guys. Probably would have been helpful in the beginning, but that's okay. This one, definitely Red Riding Hood, according to, you've got her right here in her hood, which, check out the pattern on her hood and her dress. Kind of cool. All right, so this one is Red Riding Hood. This one is Gingerbread Man. So you've got all the gingerbread running around in the candy forest. No, I cannot imagine someone drawing all those lines, Barb. I think they're crazy. Exactly, yay for the index. Okay, the next one, this one is Pinocchio. So this one is just Pinocchio and his kitty. Can't remember his cat's name right now. So yeah, all right. And then this one is also Pinocchio, the one with the whale in the forest. So the whale is actually made to look like wood. You guys are a trip. Okay, and then this one, obviously, this is the vertical spread. This is Jack and the Beanstalk. I showed you that one earlier. There's the Beanstalk. And Barb says she used watercolor on this page, and it did okay, so. Okay, this one doesn't have any title at all, so I think it's just an owl with a castle on its back. This one is actually, we were correct, it is Cinderella. So you've got down here at the bottom, you've got the pumpkin carriage with the horses, and it's going up through all these different castles. So that one is Cinderella. Neat. Was it got Geppo? Geppo? Jeppo. I don't remember. Those are underwater coral. Yeah, the whale is just insane. Isn't that crazy? And how the wood is so cool looking. It's really neat. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. Okay, that was Alice in Wonderland. No, Cinderella, sorry, Cinderella. Okay, obviously this is Rapunzel with the hair. You sung out loud. Okay, right. Geppetto is the person that made Pinocchio. I can't remember. Is Debbie right? Is the cat's name Gatto? I can't remember the cat's name. That's going to drive me insane. Okay, that was Rapunzel. This is supposed to be Rapunzel as well. So I guess it's just the backdrop of Rapunzel. This one is Thumbelina. So you guys were right about that one. Jess. Okay, that was Thumbelina. This one is Thumbelina. Figaro, that's right. Figaro was the cat. See, look, Jen knows. Hi, Jen. I didn't see you sneak in, Jen. Jen, do you have this book? Let me know if you do and what you think of it. Okay. This one is called Swan Lake. That's Rapunzel's tower. Okay. Jen knows her Disney. Don't mess with her. Jen is a Disney nerd. There's nothing wrong with that. You do have this book. Do you like it? Okay, Swan Lake. I am not familiar, to be honest with you, with that fable. I know that's horrible, and I probably should not say that, but this one does not have a title, so could still be part of Thumbelina, not sure. This one does not have a title either. Terry. A lot of these coming out do not have, these two do not have titles. Oh, that's what this one is. Okay. Don't say it if you know it. What do you think the title of this one is? No, she doesn't, Jess. Who got you a gift from Atlantis, Jess? I don't think it was Jen. Alright, what fable do you guys think this one is? I would have never have guessed this in a million years. I'm waiting for the lag. I knew Swan Lake was a ballet, but I did not know it was a fable. So... You promised to take her to Disney and to the beach? Oh, well then Jess and I will come together and visit you, Jen. Remind you of Russian fables. Actually, these were all made, this book was made in Korea by Korean illustrators. Okay, this one is Florence Nightingale. That's what this is. Florence Nightingale. Pretty interesting, huh? Never would have guessed that. Okay, this does not have a title. But again, I think that those are all cherry blossoms, and that's how I'm going to color it. Okay. Can you guys guess what fable this is? Terry. School radio. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. You guys. You guys are totally quoting Humpty Dumpty. Oh, I'm not allowed. Okay. Guys. If I could have taken all of y'all with me to the Bahamas, I would have, I promise. I missed you guys a lot. I thought about all my fibs every day, so. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, nobody's guessing what this is, so. It's not a unicorn pooping rainbows. No. There's nothing coming out of the unicorn's butt. I'm sorry to say, Terry. Skittles. This one is called The Sandman. I don't recall that fable. I mean, I know the whole generic Sandman principle, but I didn't know it was an actual fable. So. Oh boy. Yeah, Sandman. That's what that one is. Okay, this one doesn't have a title, it's just pretty. Let's see here, let me get to the other. Okay, I was right on this one. This one is Princess and the Pea. I'll turn it around for you. Guys, those of you watching on YouTube, you need to come over to Ustream. Our chat over here is hilarious. So yeah, that's Princess and the Pea with the giant bed. Okay. Can y'all guess which one this is? Sand boy. Listen to you. Instead of a man, it's a boy. Oh boy. Okay, this one is Aladdin. So. I'm not going to repeat that, Book Nester, because I'll have somebody leave a bad comment if I repeat that. So instead of Mr. Sandman sing you a song, Mr. Sandboy? Yep, it is. It's Aladdin. You are correct. Okay, this one actually has a title, which I'm not familiar with this one either. This is actually quite a learning experience for me. The page that reminded us of Jean. That's very true, Debbie. Very true. I won't say that out loud either. Oh, you guys are putting all these songs in my head now. Stop, please. Anyway, this one, anybody want to make a guess? This one is called The Red Shoes. The Red Shoes, which I don't really get it, because you've got the Pied Piper guy up here. I don't know. Anyway. That's very true. That's very true, Jess. Or are you singing a song? Who knows? Okay. This one is the Pied Piper. So it looks like she's following him in a zombie state. So I guess she's La Cucaracha. Lady in Red. You guys are killing me. You're killing me. Oh, The Red Shoes is a ballet? I didn't know that, Debbie. Red Shoe Diaries? I haven't heard of that either. Wow, can you guys hear the wind? It is so windy here. See, Debbie knows everything. Maybe they're just trying to tie the pages together. Probably so, Elizabeth. Probably so. One of the first silent movies was Red Shoes. Wow. But was it a fable? It seems like they're stretching things quite a bit to call these fables. Come, little children, I'll take thee away. I'm not familiar with that either. Hocus Pocus? Oh my. Okay, anyway. That one is Pied Piper. Okay. This title you're never going to get. We all thought this had to do with Alice in Wonderland because of all the characters. The rabbit, Mad Hatter, well, not Humpty, but the twins. Okay, this one is called Town Musicians of Bremen, or Bremen, or however you pronounce it, Bremen. So, Town Musicians of Bremen? Yeah, I didn't think so either, Debbie, but... It's not a fable unless you are David Duchovny. Button. Oh, back in the day when David Duchovny used to be attractive. I don't know. How do I not know Hocus Pocus? I'm going to have to watch it now. The Red Shoes is another Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale. Really? Okay, now I'm going to have to look that up too. Anyway. This is actually making me feel really stupid. Not knowing all of these. Okay, so yeah. Town Musicians of Bremen. Bremen. If y'all have heard of that, let me know. But... yes, Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there. Oh, you did not just say that to me, Jess. Well, he used to be attractive, Jen. I just don't think David Duchovny is that attractive now. I used to watch him on the X-Files all the time. Hi, Palm. I warn you, things are getting a little cray-cray in here. Okay, this one is the Snow Queen. You guys were right. That's what this one was. Okay, and then this one, we got that one right too. Obviously, that one's Alice in Wonderland. I know, right? Maybe I won't show this one. Maybe I won't put it up on YouTube. This one is... This is still Alice in Wonderland, obviously. Yay, Mrs. Aromatica doesn't know anything about Hocus Pocus either. So there. The magazine photo with the teacup. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, this is still Alice in Wonderland, obviously. And then the last page does not have a title. So that one is just her sleeping in leaves. So yeah, there is an index in the back, so that's nice. And it tells you what pages. If it's a spread, it gives you the 2 pages. You see that? And it's got a nice border around it. Oh, yes, Palm. This is The Mysterious Library, a coloring book journey into fables. I will say the paper is nice. Nice and thick. So yeah, and then the last page is flowers. So yeah. Let's see what it says on the back. Yeah, extra thick craft paper that's ideal for coloring. Traveling through various works of literature. Through various works of literature and fables. So there you go. That's their out. So yeah, not all fables. So that is The Mysterious Library. Yay. All right, I'm going to stop this recording and start another one because I do have a couple more coloring books that I wasn't going to show you guys because they were debatable. So I might show those to you, or I might just start a page in Imagimorphia. So let me stop this recording. Those of you on YouTube, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you again real soon.